One face near top edge.
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm going to get busy working on this. Like I said in the last one,
Clear top left edge.
did some thinking, got some positive comments. Thank you guys for that. Thank you guys for watching. Anyways, I'm going to get back on this. Got to get the body off of it. So first thing I'm going to pull the bed. Well, first thing I'm going to put the tires back on it. Get it running.
One face near top left edge.
Quite a few months. Get tires on it because I'm going to use a hoist bay to pull the bed and the body and everything. So I got to get it jacked up, get the stuff moved up, get the tires back on it. So the first thing is move this stuff out of the way. I like to add some music on some of this, but I keep
one face near top right edge. Near top edge.
I can't figure out how to add the music to go with this and do the time lapse. I figured out how to do time lapse, but I don't know how to do where they add in the music. I struggle a lot. The editing, the small editing I do does take me quite a few hours, so you guys don't see that part either. It's a lot of work to do these videos, especially with my vision. Like I said before, I have 50 inch.
One face near top edge.
55 inch, I think. That I set like 6 inches in front of to do the editing, and it's still really difficult.
Near top right edge.
But anyways. Okay guys, I don't know where that other part left off. I just noticed it wasn't recording anymore, but I dug out all the two tires, tightened up one lug nut, and it doesn't run. So we use this. I don't know why, it must have been because there's some rust on the inside of those other ones. But like I said, just putting them on temporary. So I can move the truck. But so I'll show you. These are 40s, swampers. That's what was on this truck most of the time. This truck will burn these tires with the positive rear end. This was a mud truck for quite a while, most of its life. But now we're going to make it more of a nice driver. Once again, I don't know if you guys can see in the back there, the back's just sitting on 4x6s, I think. So, yeah, you can see how much clearance. This is sitting down, all the way down on this side, at 35. So these tires are on here. Well, yeah, let me get the other tire on, and we'll go to the back.
Sir, 1.0 times. Stop recording video.
Okay, guys, you can probably see the block of wood. The drums are sitting on that. Feel around for the valve stem. bed's completely unmolded. I had it pulled back working on it. But yeah, we'll get them two on and then move on.
Stop recording video.
Hey guys, now I'm gonna got tires all on it, a few lug nuts. I'm gonna take out this bay, try it back in this bay, which is the hoist bay. Lift the bed off. See if she'll start. It's been quite a while since it's been running. What do you think? You gonna start? Well, let's take the paper off. Now for the tricky part. Back in, you're going to see me get out, walk around quite a few times because I can't see it at all. tight over that way. Need to come back a little bit more, but I think pretty well got it. First of all, too far, but I think it'll work. What I want to do, I want to get the hoist arms out, pick the bed up. What I keep feeling is for the hub to be about level. And try to pick up here, I think. So I kind of, seems pretty close. obviously I can't just look over there and see them. That way I can get this bed on the trailer and work on this later too. I think it's good. Reach under here, make sure I don't have the wiring still hooked up. Gas tube's undone. What do you guys think? Should I do a body lift? You know, 3-4 foot body lift? Yeah. How's that? How are you getting truck back over? And about back to swapping bays. Yeah. Trying to think how I want to do that. I got a trailer outside that I'm going to set the bed on. So, I want to put the truck back over in that bay. Let me sweep that bay first. I'll get back with you guys. Okay guys, so I got it back over in the flat bay. And this is part of the reason. See if I can show you here. Okay, these are the shock towers that somebody made. You see the piece of pipe going across there? Now look. Oh, I'm showing it, but the whole thing, you can see it now. The whole thing just turns. This whole pipe just turns. Well, you tell me when a shock's pushing, how exactly that pipe works. Because it just turns. It doesn't, as the shock moves, you can see. Oh, maybe you can see, probably. But the end of the shocks are bent. Because it just bent on me. It wasn't even, the shocks aren't even working. They're all bent because this tube just flops all over. I don't know what their design was behind that. But they got one bolt right there that goes through, I think all the way, and it just pivots. How's that gonna work at all? Probably see on that side, the original shock mount's rusted off. So, what I got some new shocks over here. And here they are. I'm gonna get them out packaged for you. So here's some new shock mounts. These are nice quality, actually. I was surprised. Jasper Uncle Graveyard down by Detroit. I think they're a little bit north of Detroit, but they hooked me up with these. Obviously, no, they're not sponsored. Nobody sponsors my ass. But they bolt on. They go on the frame. like that, and the shock mounts to it. But there's 3 rivets somewhere in here. I need to grind them off. Okay, so you see down there, I feel it, it's right there. This is the old rust out shock mount. What happens is they get filled with rust in here, and then they just rust right out and break off. Michigan salt belt. This truck's in pretty good shape, but it's still, and being a mud truck for years. So I'm gonna get rid of that garbage, put the original ones back on, new shocks. Probably get this stuff on, or get the old ones off so I can paint behind it. We're still gonna pull the cab off here, but that won't be today. So let me get set up, see what I need for here to get those shocks off. I'll get back with you guys. Okay, so those bolts I was talking about, that was right here. That one spun out. This one doesn't. It just spins. I wouldn't normally just grab a torch, cut it, which might be what I might do, but I don't really like using torch that much with my vision, so. Use a grinder, that's going to take a while. Like those rivets, and they're right there. I'm bringing you guys in. So that's my doorbell. Lets me know somebody's here. I don't think anybody's here. It's been going off all morning. I think a bird keeps flying in front of it. So this bolt right here, this one just spins. The other side came off. Got 3 rivets here that needs to come off. Normally, when I could see, I'd take a torch. Obviously cut that bolt off. There is a washer there, so maybe I can grind a little bit, or cut a little bit safely and grind the rest. Normally I'd wash a little bit of that rivet off without hurting the frame and grind and drive them out. But I think with my vision I'm going to just grind. Maybe I'll just grind on that too. Hey guys, so I'm going to grind it off. Put on some gloves, safety first. I don't need safety glasses because I just closed my eyes. So, all you do is you feel where it's at, start there, make sure that's where you're at. Just look at this and tell, but I gotta feel it to see how much grinding I did. Now, if I keep bumping the switcher, it shuts off. thought of something. Decided to stop because what do we have right here? Fuel tank. What do we have right here? An open fuel tank. Oh, I guess there is a rag in it. You don't need to worry about that. I didn't know there was a rag in it. Gotta have wick sticking out. Whoa, gas tank up. Okay, that's telling me, my phone's telling me I got a phone call, so I'll get back with you guys. Okay, so you guys, I ground off, well, most of that bolt I was there for that shock bracket. And I ground off the heads for the shock, the rivets. Normally what I do, grind them off like that, take a chisel and put it in the center and drive the rivets out. But you can't really tell where it's at. Usually you can see a little rust line or something when you could see, but I can't see, so I'm not sure exactly how I'm going to do this yet. I could kind of think maybe I'll put my hand in the back, and I think it's about here. Just kind of, you know, you can kind of put your hand on one side and you kind of tell where the other one is. So I think I'm going to just do this. And normally you start seeing the rust line move. You can tell where it's at. But can't tell because I can't see. Or I've drilled out rivets before too. It's kind of, once again, it's kind of hard to do because I can't tell what the hell I'm doing. See, there's that one. And it's in there somewhere. I think it's about there. Nope, still can't tell. I don't know, let me think, I'll get back with you guys. I'm not sure how I'm going to do this. Okay guys, so I finally got the rest of that bolt. Thought there was a washer behind that bolt, so I thought I'm good, I can just grind to that. And then the washer will come off, but it's a flange headed bolt, it wasn't a washer, so I had to grind the rest of it off. Obviously 2 bolts down there, bottom of the shock. And I have no idea how this thing comes out here. This could have been a little bit better designed. Okay guys, I can't hold the phone and get this out, so I'll be back in a minute. Okay guys, that was the shock mount that they had on there. I finally got it out of there. I don't know if you can tell. I guess it's kind of laying out of the way, but see, that thing's bent. I mean, it doesn't, the whole tube is just twisting. It wasn't working right. See, both sides are bent. Got that out. Ended up getting these 3 rivets out. What I ground the heads off. I was trying to figure out how I'd do it because normally you can see a little bit, but obviously I can't see. I couldn't feel it because I ground it smooth. So I tried beating on it and stuff. That didn't work because I couldn't tell where it was at. So what I did is I went from the back side where I could feel the rivet. Got a small drill bit, drilled all the way straight through, which helps release some pressure with a small drill bit. And then I drilled with this bigger drill bit through, and then I took the chisel and a hammer and beat from the back side and knocked the rivets out. So one side done. Now I'm gonna move on to the other side. But like I said, here's a bracket. Just get some bolts and they'll bolt on like this. But I want to clean out behind it first and paint it before I put these on. But see what I'm talking about? All the salt and sand and dirt and mud, everything packs in there and it rusts these out. Changed these several times before. I took them off other trucks because I didn't know you could buy a bracket. Like I said, that's Jess Bronco Graveyard. Check them out. They got a lot of parts for these trucks. Only place I could find a new dash pad. Hold on to your ass, but I got it. That was about, well, several $100s. Anyway, so I'm gonna move on to this side. I drilled one rivet, drilled a hole in it somewhere. I don't know, one of these I drilled. My blind ass drilled the wrong rivet. That's the one that holds the brake line, so gotta fix that. Then I'm gonna drill these out. I think I'm gonna drill them this way, and then I think I did drill one. I can't tell. Drill them this way and then grind the heads off and then knock you out. I think that's what I'm gonna do. I think it'll work better. So that's what I'm gonna do. Get busy drilling, grind, beat on it, and then be back to other things. Hey guys, so that's what I did on this side. Like I was saying, drilled the holes right through the center of the rivet. Pilot hole, low one. Now I drilled a bigger, just about the size of the center, not the entire rivet, because you gotta remember that swelled out. So just the center of the rivet, drilled one, I don't know, 5/16-ish. And once I got that big, then I ground the heads off. So that way it worked a lot better, so I could tell where they were. And if you're wondering how I grind, I move it back and forth and I can feel the bump. Once the bump's gone, that's gone. I kind of feel it, make sure it's gone. Burn my fingers all the time. Yeah, my fingers are pretty well calloused. They said I couldn't hardly read Braille because my fingers were all numb and I don't have a lot of sensitivity in them. Anyways, so now that I got to here, now I can find the center and I can drive them out because that's where I drilled, or beat on the back side or whatever, get them the rest of the way out of there. So that way it worked pretty good for me. And when you drill, it tends to make them shrink down and they come out easier. So now I'll just knock them out and that part will be done. Okay, you guys, so like I showed you, this is the new mount. This is what's left of the old one. Pretty common up here in the Rust Belt for these to do this. But that worked really good. Went to the back side, started beating on the edge of the rivet, and it knocked them right out. So I think that's about the way to do it. But yeah, there's the old one, there's the new one. Now I got them off, like I said, I want to clean that all up behind there, because you got some scale before. So, yep, lots to do. And I didn't even catch the gas tank on fire. That's always added bonus. So, yeah.